For the past half hour, Arthur's been casually watching this girl at the coffee shop from across the street. The entire time he's been jogging on the treadmill. A cool beauty that moves gracefully. The way she tucks her hair behind her ear, the way she licks her upper lip with every sip of her coffee, the way she rests her chin on the back of her hand, the way she softly taps her fingers on the table as she ponders and people watch through the glass windows. Arthur snorts with a silent snicker, in disbelief of how much of a creeper he feels like, even without the intention of being one. Some things attractive you just can't help but admire from afar. Some things like her, who just happens to be on his front view one day, that eventually turns into every single weekend. For the past half hour, Erin's been casually watching this guy at the gym from across the street. The entire time she's been distracted from her writing assignment. A calm-looking soul that moves peacefully. The way he effortlessly jogs on the treadmill. The way he strokes his hair. The way he politely nods at every other person to greet them as he moves from one workout machine to the next. But the way he doesn't try to make or invite any social conversation with anyone suggests how serious he is about his time at the gym. The split second Erin realizes the guy is about to turn his gaze through the glass windows and directly towards her direction across the street, Erin suddenly turns and bows her head down. She tucks her hair behind her ear and takes a sip of her coffee impetuously, her heart beating faster than her strong bitter coffee can trigger. A refreshing sun shower cleanses the city streets. Arthur makes his way through the pedestrian crossing. Rushing from the gym to catch his bus across the street, he accidentally bumps into a girl, knocking her book to the ground. He picks up the book and apologizes. Realizing it's the girl from the coffee shop, Arthur tries to say something else, but the girl is also in a rush. Arthur's gaze follows the girl as she disappears through the crowd. Unable to move and take his eyes off her, Arthur misses his bus. A refreshing sun shower cleanses the city streets. Erin makes her way through the pedestrian crossing. Rushing from the coffee shop to catch her bus across the street, she accidentally bumps into a guy, dropping her heavy textbook to the ground. Realizing it's the guy from the gym, Erin rushes to catch her bus, feeling nervous to make any further conversation. As she takes a seat on the bus, she notices what appears to be a neck ID holder hanging in between the pages of her textbook. Pulling the ID out, Erin's surprised to see a picture of the guy from the gym. His ID name reads Arthur Song. Erin paces back and forth nervously in front of the gym entrance, rehearsing what she's going to say when she meets Arthur. Her heart beats uncontrollably faster than her words can form in complete sentence structure. It's amusing what human attraction can do to you. like a gravitational force pulling you into the depths of unorganized thoughts and emotions. Swallowing her fear of the unknown, Erin dives into the gym and asks for Arthur. Arthur's nowhere to be found, however, so Erin makes her way back to the coffee shop across the street, staring relieved and disappointed at the same time at Arthur's gym ID card. Then from a distance, she spots Arthur leaving the coffee shop, not to head to the gym, but to the bus stop. Erin contemplates whether she should catch up to him or not, but as soon as she decides to and runs towards the bus stop, Arthur hops on the bus and the bus takes off. Arthur paces back and forth nervously in front of the coffee shop entrance, rehearsing what he's going to say when he meets Erin. His heart beats uncontrollably faster than his words can form in complete sentence structure. A calm and collected guy like Arthur surprisingly gets nervous too around a girl he likes. Like dry ice that bubbles out when thrown into deep waters. Swallowing his fear of the unknown, Arthur dives into the coffee shop and scans the shop for Erin. Erin's nowhere to be found, however. Arthur just buys a cup of coffee and leaves for the bus stop. As Arthur reaches the tail of the bus loading passengers, he notices in his peripheral vision a girl standing in the middle of the crosswalk. Arthur comes to a sudden halt, realizing it's Erin. He's about to turn around when the bus closes its doors, so Arthur goes to hop on the bus instead. He takes a seat by the window facing the streets and searches for Erin, but she's gone. Arthur stares at Erin's bookmark with a heavy sigh of disappointment as the bus takes off. Erin goes back to the gym again the next day, but still no Arthur in sight. At this point, Erin thinks she and he are not destined to meet, but she holds onto Arthur's ID card with a glimmer of hope. That's her ticket to meeting him with a sound excuse. As Erin exits the gym and steps into the streets, her gaze lands on Arthur's. He's standing still in front of the coffee shop across the street, looking right straight back at her with an eager expression on his face. Erin looks away in an instant, heart racing. Then she slowly looks back again, only to still land back onto Arthur's gaze, but this time he has a full cute smile on as he looks down to his toes and scratches the back of his head. That mere body language tells Erin to feel at ease, but it doesn't stop the butterflies in her stomach from flying around in circles. Erin starts to make her way to the coffee shop, but Arthur signals her to stay right where she is as he steps into the crosswalk. Arthur goes back to the coffee shop the next day, but still no Erin in sight. At this point, Arthur thinks he and she are not destined to meet, but he holds onto Erin's bookmark with a glimmer of hope. That's his ticket to meeting her with a sound excuse. As Arthur exits the coffee shop and steps into the streets, he spots Erin doing the same thing, coming out of the gym from across the street. Arthur freezes in place the minute Erin catches him staring at her. Embarrassed, he smiles nervously, looks down to his toes, and scratches the back of his head. Knowing better not to miss this chance, Arthur signals Erin to wait for him, right where she's standing. Arthur makes his way through the crosswalk, smiling at Erin and waving her bookmark up in the air. With only a handful steps left, an overspeeding car suddenly comes zooming through the crosswalk, sending Arthur up in the air and crashing onto the ground unconscious. Erin's bookmark lands blood-stained in front of her toes.